Hello? 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 I'm here! I'm alive, I promise! As do oh my god. This last week, man. Holy shit. This last week has, not gonna lie, Draco, it's really pushed me to my goddamn limits. Oh. Oh, God. Let me tell you about the fucking catastrophe that was Friday night. I finished that Ninja Gaiden stream. I get settled down. I'm like, okay. We did it. Finished the stream. Gonna prepare for tomorrow. Gonna work on my new short tonight. I laid down for 44 minutes and I'm like, alright. New short's gonna come out soon, so I gotta get it done. Started working. Well, at least I stood up to work on it. I'm like, might as well get some stuff done for my players for the Naruto campaign, so we don't have to waste too much more time with it. I look over. I get up. I hear from outside. Boom! I look over outside out my window and I see sparks flying from down the hill. And I'm like, oh shit. And then the sparks suddenly stop. And all the fucking lights go off. I'm like, oh damn. Oh, damn. Yeah. That picture that David sent. That picture. That's what happened. That picture is what happened. They cleaned up the pole. That's when the trees and stuff were removed. But they cleaned it up a little bit. And I thought to myself, it'll be on by tomorrow. I laid down, I went to sleep, woke up, fucking power still wasn't on. I'm like, it's alright, I got a week. It's sad I can't, you know, work on my fucking job that I want, but whatever. It'll probably be on sometime today. The power company is telling, they literally, throughout the entire few days it was off, they kept extending the time it would be on by 2 hours every day. They literally went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, after that, I got real big sad. It was Monday morning, 56 hours after the power went off, when it finally came back on. Finally. Came back on. I was like, yes, finally I can work. I can do my thing. I can be a VTuber. I start getting to work. Yes, certainly. Start getting to work. I start hyping myself up for stream today. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna stream today. I'm looking forward to it. Haven't been able to stream for a while. Super hyped for it. Hold on, someone just texted me. I'm super hyped for it. Super hyped for it. And we go out Because my family just bought up some territory. We just bought an ice cream place. It's promising to, like, multiply our profits by 200, right? I go out to see this new place with my grandmother and grandfather. It's looking really nice. We go there, we meet the old owner, talk into him. We even buy some fudge. I buy a vanilla fudge sundae. It was great. I couldn't eat it all because holy shit, it was rich as fuck. We looked over the place. It does need a few repairs. It's a very worn building, right? It's a very, very worn building. It's very old, and it's been used a shit ton because so many people run through there every day, especially during the summer. It's an ice cream. And we start going home. It's like 4 o'clock-ish. I get home, and I hear my uncle's generator is on. And I'm like, oh shit, no, please. I run, barge into my house. It's silent. I have like a small breakdown. I'm like, no, please, not now. I just want to work. Finally, after what feels like fucking 10 hours, around 20 minutes ago, the power kicks back on. And I can fucking stream. I immediately rush down here as quickly as possible and do it. Start setting the stream up. Now I'm here. So that's my weekend. Has been my weekend. It was very depressing. No joke, Draco. I listened to fucking... No. He's not smart enough for that. He wouldn't be able to do something like that. I listened to fucking... I think I listened to, like, the same song for, like, almost an hour. Which is, like, this really dumb fucking love song called Necromantic. It's about a girl who raises another girl from the dead as a Jiangshi and then falls in love with her. It's really fucking stupid. And that's what I'm listening to this entire time. Oh. Kage is also happy. Yeah, it's like a 15-minute song, right? It's a 15-minute song. It's pretty short. So that's what I'm doing. Oh. Part of me was so angry I could actually, like, fucking destroy an entire goddamn building with my hands. I was pissed when the power went off the second time. Because this is what I love to do. I love this job. I love the V2. I love streaming. And then suddenly I couldn't do it. It's a really well put together song at the very least. Two, three. Oh, but now
is what?
I am here. I make a promise to you guys. The only reason I will ever miss stream is because I literally can't. That is the only reason I will ever miss stream.
Project like that.
Now then, we have to get our strength up a little. Which is our level? Oh. The only reason I'll ever miss stream is if I literally am like either being dragged off to like some godforsaken random corner, or my computer just doesn't fucking work. I'm just can't. My family does have me quite busy sometimes. Okay. Now then, you've heard what happened. Now it's time to get to work. We're going to be increasing our strength modifier today to flesh out our build a little bit more. Fuckers just got I do have a knife. I do have like a slight knife. Well. Already, it's off. I'm so sick of it. They have such a bad attack. This makes it so weird. I'll need a shield thrust to make them. Oh yeah, that's actually something I did during that time. I ended up making like a proper magical enchantment system for 5e. While the power was out for those 56 hours, I ended up doing that. Oh my god. We're good, we're good, okay. No, we're fine, we're fine. And we're still alive in game. So, I wanted to make a system that took a lot of dedication. Like, if you're going to make a magical weapon, I wanted to make it something really big and bombastic that you do that is very costly but very powerful. So, here's how this works. Not only can you make weapons magical, you can also modify them. You can actually take off and put on properties. You can take off and put on properties onto your weapon, like heavy. Like you can, if you had a lot of money, like 200 gold pieces. Keep in mind, gold is worth a lot more in this campaign. 200 gold pieces is a lot. It's almost like an entire dragon's hoard. A adult dragon will have about 700 gold pieces in its hoard. So 200 is a lot. But if you had 200 gold pieces or so, you could take a great axe, remove the heavy property, remove the two-handed property, because some properties do conflict. I can't have something that's two-handed and versatile. You can remove heavy, remove two-handed, put on light, finesse, and versatile. And the throne part. It costs a lot of money to do that, because every time you do something like that, it costs more, and certain properties will actually cost more to do. But yeah, you could do an axe rogue build if you had enough money, absolutely. Rogues are kind of limited. That's one of the reasons I do this, is because some classes are just limited to using 3 weapons. And for rogue, it's short bow, or long bow, and short bow, that's 4 bow. It's short bow, long bow, rapier, and maybe a hand axe if you're fancy. And don't mind, you know, like dual wielding with a dagger and hand axe for a bit more hand. Crossbow too, yeah, crossbow. Although I very rarely see that. Most rogues I've seen play rarely use crossbows, which is surprising because it's really good. I also think rogue starts with it. But most of the time what happens is my players will just sell their fucking hand crossbow. It is. Heavy crossbow is worth it, especially with heavy crossbow. But yeah, you can add with smithing tools and 8 hours of time for each interaction. Interactions like adding something and subtracting something. So if you wanted to remove two-handed and add versatile to something, that's 2 interactions. That's 2 instances of 8 hours, and then the money to do it, and then smithing tools specifically. Oh, okay. Go on. After the question that's why? Let's try to sleep on two-handed. It does 2d8. If it's a great axe, it doesn't do 2d12. It does. No, it does. Yeah, it does 2d12. If it's a great axe with versatile, it does 2d12. But keep in mind, it's a lot of money. Right? Money. Oh, there it is. Story of. I think that's actually a dex. It is. So yeah. The enchantment system is pretty cool. So how this works is you need smithing tools, tinkerer's tools, one item. So an item that is considered magic. But first, let's go over the basics. So if you want to just make it a plus weapon, just enhance the weapon itself, you need tinkerer's tools, smithing tools, and a spell slot. You can take 8 hours to enhance the weapon by +1. When you do so, whatever spell slot you use for that is permanently removed from your character sheet. However, higher level spell slots than 1 are broken down into their lower level spell slots. So if you have a 9th level spell slot and you use it, it'll go to an 8th. That's how that works. Doing that multiple times to the same weapon, up to +5, will make that a magical weapon. Once a weapon is magical, it cannot be modified unless you have either the Artificer class or spell slots and tinkerer's tools to modify. If you have a great sword and you want versatile on it, but it's magical, you need tinkerer's tools, a spell slot, and smithing. Otherwise, you can't. In that case, you're going to have to get the unique enchantments. So, unique enchantments are as follows. How they work is each item that is considered magical in the game, I've made 240 of them, and I'm expanding that list a little bit further in the future. Some items are repeats. It's not like there's 240 items as well, yet there are some items that are repeats. Have a unique effect that you can apply by doing that same thing. That doesn't give it a +1, but it will give it a unique effect. So a troll's blood, right? Each troll drops 1 use of troll's blood. Only if they are killed as well. That is something else. The creature must be killed for its magic to transfer to the item if it is from a creature item. Creature must be killed. So troll's blood, enchanting a weapon with 1 use of troll's blood gives you, whenever you attack with this weapon, it gives you 1 hit point back. If you have 5 uses of troll's blood, it gives you 5 hit points back every time you attack with the weapon. There you go. It is pretty good. Another good example is, I believe it is bone dust. Bone dust of fire giants. Necrotic damage. That is a lich's skull. That is the skull of a lich. In a lich, specifically. The skull of a lich. Depending on the spell slot that you put into it. So if you have the skull of a lich, enchant the weapon with the skull of a lich. the spell slot that you put into it, rounded down, will be entirely consumed. So if you put an 8th level spell slot into it, that 8th level spell slot is completely gone. It doesn't break down. But that is the dice. That is the extra dice of damage that your weapon gets rounded to the nearest dice. So you put an 8th level spell slot in there, it gets a D8 damage. D8 just straight up extra damage. Full on extra. Crafter? Yeah, you're right. Crafter is kind of a pick if you want to start making magical weapons. Of course, I'm going to give you magical weapons. So unless you want something very specific, you necessarily don't need to do this. You don't necessarily need to do this. But, yes. Also added a couple rules. I have actually am not allowing that one. I will allow you to take it to get the boon, but that's it. Having restrictions on what feats and spellcasting can do. I'm trying to make this a balanced D&D experience. It's just once. You only get one boon. Every level, it's just one. If you roll a 10, it's just one. I will also be allowing you to pick from the new boons. The 2024 boons, because some of them are pretty cool. So I will allow people to pick from those. Another thing is spellcasting has been changed a little bit, a couple of times. Any spell slot that is not from a class cannot be used. It can be used for its intended purpose, but if it's not from one of your classes, you can't use it. So, I have added rules for multi-classing for spellcasters. It's basically BG3. The first spellcasting class you get, whenever you would level up another class, like say you're a wizard and you decide to go into sorcerer, you just continue getting the wizard spell level ups, but you start getting sorcerer spells. It's how Baldur's Gate 3 does it, and I think that's a much better system than what we have. So you don't have to like work with different spell slots that can cast different spell. Any spell slot can cast any spell, so long as it's of the required level. I know this like really hard buffs warlocks specifically. Yeah, it really hard buffs warlocks, but it's still a dedication for warlock because a lot of warlock spells start out as pretty high level anyways. So there you go. I'm ironing out a lot of the infinite loops as well. The things that would continue infinitely. I've already redone a good few of the subclasses, including Barbarian. I was very happy with how that went. A rule that I have implemented for balancing reasons. Oh, that's the one. That doesn't inflict you. I was actually going to go through each of the spells individually, like every single spell individually, and fix them if they need fixed. I'm also adding like a forbidden spell system where you can't take certain spells automatically. And I'm also adding 3.5e spells as well as forgotten spells that you can learn from 3rd edition. I was thinking Moonbeam, sorry. I read that as Moonbeam. Moonblade. I might have to. There's a lot of shit I gotta fix. Right now I'm doing the martial classes first because they need the most attention. A lot of their shit's kind of bad. And then spellcasters will be next. Spellcasters are next. I've already fixed Berserker, but yeah, that I pretty much. There's an overall rule stating if anything can be done infinitely, then it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! You just break the thing or prevent the thing from causing it again. Basically, forcing everything to be once. Essentially, with a few exceptions. I'll have to go through the entire system. I usually don't. All of my magic items are custom made anyways. So that's probably not going to pop up right now. Go. Making that weird noise. I'm slowly eating my flesh. Yeah, custom items just allow you to fit into the world. Although, certain items that have a reputation, if you would, like Staff of the Magi, I will also add, if not change, to be just better. But most of the time, my items are custom made. It just feels a lot better like that, you know? I've never actually given anyone a deck of many things. Never done that. I've given someone a cloak of coconuts. It can also just be straight up dangerous. Like some of those things in there are just deadly to low level parties. Oh yeah, you just get combustion. actually think there is an entire backstory about someone whose life was ruined by a deck of enemies. Like an entire backstory. Level up. Yeah, so I mean, some of the items are crazy, right? Bones, like I said, bone dust of the fire giants. Bone dust of fire giants lets your weapon. It lets the weapon go up to a +9, right? Well, technically +10. There are 10th level spell slots in this, right? 10th level spell slots are a thing. Because multi-subclassing is a thing. And so is repeating classes. I've made like a handful, about 20 10th level spells that you can pick from. And how you get a 10th level spell is you... essentially, you have to repeat a spellcasting class twice. Yeah, that's why I just don't like that kind of stuff. There are no 12th level spells, but there are 10th level spells. Well, I know there is 12th level spells, but there are 10th level spells. And how you get 10th level spells in this campaign is you repeat to level 20, and level 40 characters can get. You will repeat a spellcasting class you already have. In D&D world, right? You repeat a spellcasting class you already have to level 20. So minimum level 40 characters can get it. Because the campaign goes to about level 53 or so. So, yeah. That's actually part of the campaign. Don't worry about it. That's a really big plot point in the campaign.
Very then take. Farewell, I made.
It is like one of the primary plot points of the campaign. Actually, one of the. Is this an ultra great sword? It is. That's weird. This is an ultra great sword. Great sword bestowed upon the elite knight, relic of the land. It does nothing, because he's not a demon. Well, demon, of course not a demon. He's not a devil. He's not a devil in lore of the campaign. Charge? Oh, it's got the lance shit. That's weird. So weird. I guess this is actually like a fucking dex weapon. A dex ultra great sword. And it's not a curved sword. Look at that handle. That actually looks really cool. Yeah,
Just wasn't neat.
I know all about that. It's... Asmodeus is... He's not like the main villain, but he's the overarching villain in the campaign, obviously. He's the overarching villain in the campaign. And... He's a pretty important figure in it. Black hand armor. Ah, it's a damn. Holy shit. I have milk. Wait, that, I mean, no, I have. I've seen a little bit of it, yeah. I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't really played too many anime-style, like, detective games. Most I've played is like cheating detective stories, like spin-off games. I'm sorry, foul detective story. I already have the next game. Oh, it's sitting literally on my home screen right now. I'm very excited for it. I've wanted to dig into this game on stream for a while now. It's very Stardew Valley-esque. I've heard a lot of people say good things about it. The mascot seems pretty cool. I've seen like weird fan art of it. It's probably one of the only game series I don't really have like any form of opinion on because it's just not been on my radar. I'm really excited to be Dark Souls 3. I'm getting into the next game. Really, really excited. You guys will see what it is. I think you'll like it. We'll be serving people in our izukaya. It'll also be the first game I am doing that is going to be primarily on my PC. So that'll be a little bit of troubleshooting for me, alright? Prepare yourself. Because every game I've ever played, except for Helldivers 2, on this fucking channel, has always been on my PlayStation. Or my Xbox. In the case of PlayStation. No, there's no fucking way I could beat it today, bro. What are you talking about? This game is long. Keep in mind, this game has the same thing that Elden Ring does, where it's DLC. The DLCs for this game. World record? 2 hours? I actually think that is a world record. 2 hours, 30 minutes? I think that actually is a world record. Or I think the world record is under that. Maybe. I think that if I beat this game in 2 hours and 30 minutes, is that a world? Probably not, considering this game's been out for a while. Ugh. And a lot of the tech for this game's speedrun is just like straight up glitches of entire sections being skipped, like skipping like entire major boss fights by like walking in the void in a certain way while you're like invisible. Never liked speedrunning. There's some games that I'm like, oh, that could be cool to speedrun, but there are others where I'm like, what's really fun? Someone just beated my box. Who dares beat the box? Silence! I can't look anywhere except for up or down. I'm using one hand right now. Hello? Am I still here? Did I accidentally push something? Doesn't see me. Okay, what is this? Sorry about that. Speedrunning in a sense is enjoyable because it takes a lot of like overly obsessive knowledge about the game to an extreme, right? It takes like obsessing about the game and learning about all of its like smallest, most minute details to a very hard extreme, and then puts that into a compilation. Even if it's like a glitchless speedrun, it's always like the most extreme thing in the game. And that's what speedrunning is as a whole, right? And studying a game like that is a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it, right? You're not, at that point, you're not really enjoying the game, you're enjoying the process of speedrunning. And at that point, I don't know. I don't know if you're really going to be enjoying the game at all. It's also a lot of competition. I'm a fan of competition. Oop. Oh boy, that's like, oh no, right there. We're not dealing with that. grab the soul and die. Speedrunning. My favorite way to play a game is like 100%ing it in the slowest way possible, you know? I love, like, basically completionist. When you can, like, you go on, like, a completionist run and, like, complete the entire game. In the slowest manner possible over, like, many, many months. When I beat a game, I want it to feel like a chapter of my life that I just closed. That's what I want. What I want it to feel like. I want to feel like it's really big. I feel like Minecraft is the same way. Minecraft is a massively overwhelming speedrunning. I can't stop doing that again. I am not a fan. Tiny Titan. Well, I think we should be pretty good. We can just go back to the first area and start grinding for him, because we will basically just one-shot everything. I will be going a little bit longer. I'll go to 9. I'll go to 9. Because I do have something to prepare for at 10. Probably. Although we haven't been able to play that campaign in fucking almost a month. More than a month. It's amazing. Everyone will show up for this campaign, but then no one will do it. Fucking incredible. It is depressing. It's just so fucked, especially for me. When I say I'm gonna be somewhere at this time, I'm going to be there at that. If it's not, I will get there as soon as I possibly fucking can, no matter what. But some people, it's more of a suggestion. It's very irritating when those some people are the only other people in an entire group of 8 that are willing to DM. Well, I have people that can DM like you. Once the schedules clear up. Stab. Still alive. Yeah, his shield's lit. There you are. I knew you were somewhere. Gremlin. Molotovs? He has a flame burn in his hands. There we go. Really? I've had that happen before. I've had that happen before. Yep. It was one of the first campaigns I ever played, and in this friend group I was well known as like the DM, right? I've been DMing for everybody for about 2 years up there. I was actually like a standard cobalt cave. I don't know what these guys. How did you? That was not a knockdown. Yeah, that's not a knockdown. But that is? Damn. Made it to level 3. I've had that happen before. I think you, was it the same campaign you told me about? Yeah, it's that campaign. But that guy did. I was under the impression he was dead. I was getting ready to defend myself from the giant. Let me tell you this story. So this was my second year DMing, right? This was a while ago. 13 years ago. Oh. Oh, okay. Can't jump. This was my second year DMing. And we were I'd only done fantasy campaigns up until that point. So I was pretty hesitant to try anything else, but I was really desperate to play because I'd only played one campaign up until that point, and it went to level 5. I wanted to see, I went to level 5, and it was, I think it was 7 sessions, right? Which is a lot, right? 7 sessions is quite a bit. But I wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted to, because my campaigns were like lasting for like months and months and months and months and like hundreds of sessions, right? And I wanted to do something like that. What the fuck? I think this one's broken. See her sliding around? Like, without moving her feet? That makes sense. That's just an animation. The other one, she like... I think she was broken. How the fuck is she not dead? Let's need more Titanite. I'm just gonna go grind for more... So I was doing this, right? And I was skeptical about any kind of campaign. My friend was like, oh, let's do this sci-fi campaign. It'll be fun. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do a sci-fi campaign. So we get there. It's over Discord? Yeah, it's over Discord, I think. Yeah. No, it was over that weird one, Rabbit, I think it is. It's over Rabbit. It was like Discord, but light for back in the day. Discord came in sometime around 2013, I think, is when I started with Discord. A little bit later, maybe. But it was over Rabbit, which is like a voice call service. I fucking hate that service because you had to have a face cam. Tape my face cam. I had to tape over my face cam on my phone. Fucking hated it. And we started out, it was a sci-fi campaign. I made a character who like owned a big business. I rolled a lot of money in my backstory, so I wanted to make that make sense. I made a character who like owned a big business. I literally rolled max. It was a fucking 3.5e campaign with sci-fi stuff in it. I rolled max for the backstory. So I wanted to make that make sense, so I became like the leader of like a business. I was like a company owner. A lot of the campaign was basically tiny spores are falling to Earth and are... It's like the second time this has happened. Tiny spores are infecting people. And like turning them into monsters, and there's like a big exodus from Earth. And it's the second time this has ever happened. So, first session started. We get into this. It's like a 5-hour long session, which is pretty good, you know. We get into this, and the party meets up at one of like my primary headquarters building, right? I was gonna like, you know, try and get us off this planet through maybe like a couple insight rolls or something. Sorry, insight. It wasn't called insight. A couple rolls to see if I can have connections to like get us to safety for the start of the campaign. And immediately The government decides to bomb the entire city and destroy everything. We get to the safe house, right? We get to the safe house. And as soon as that happens, that's where, like, the session ends, right? We get to the safe house and the session ends. Right there. So that was pretty cool. The DM missed, like, the next 5 sessions. He just missed the next 5 sessions of the next 5 weeks. Like, it's not like we don't know where he went. We know where he went. We know what he was doing. He just didn't show up for the games. And then finally, when we're doing one of my campaigns again, he's talking about all the campaigns we're doing. And he's like, yeah, okay. That sounds good. I really like these campaigns we're doing. So this is our schedule, because I was talking about what campaigns that I'll be doing after this one. And he's like, I do want to hand off the sci-fi campaign to you, because I can't do it anymore. So if you wanted to DM Monday and Tuesdays, you can. You take that campaign over. That was depressing. I asked him why, and he was like, well, I just can't continue. And I thought, oh, you know, it's a scheduling thing, right? He literally just can't continue it. He can't do that. No, he just said he's out of ideas for it. After the first session? What? I actually think he started that campaign because I said that I wanted to actually play another campaign. He says I'm out of ideas for it, or he just wanted to do a second campaign. He says I'm completely out of ideas for it, so you can take it over. And I'm like, yeah, can't really do that. Can't really do that. Tuesdays, I have a club on Tuesdays. And I don't want the campaign to end. Alright? You don't want the campaign to end. Stupid shit. I was thinking that was during, like, my Forged in Fire era. Oh. Said I don't want the campaign to end, so you should do it. Said the 16-year-old to the 12-year-old. I was 12 at the time. We're close to it, I might be 13. No, he probably did not. He probably did not. Which, you know what, alright. It's alright. I understood that I was probably the only person in that entire group that actually wanted to do this. How you doing, Oreo? We're just talking about our D&D horror stories. I was just talking about the time that one of my friends tried to get me to beat in the second campaign. One of my friends said, yeah, I'll DM for you. DM'd for one session was like, man, you should take over this campaign. Huh? Select. What the fuck did you do? Why is the select button out of line? Oh well. We've mostly been just grinding. Really. We've just been kind of grinding for a while. We've got to get all of this sword we found leveled up. I am looking forward to tonight, however. Oh, that's weird. The fucking... I'll literally show you. Hold on. I'll post it on my Discord. There you go. It's an odd sentence, but okay. But, yeah, we're just talking about old D&D stuff. What D&D is about. I guess he just wanted them to be there. Guess he just wanted them to be there. Oh, shit! Yep. So we found this really cool sword. Okay, we found this amazing sword. It's a dex weapon. I know, this thing scales with dexterity. It also has a... for some reason, a charge. You can... Sorry, I guess I never mentioned that. You can find it in the, YouTube description. Should have been obvious in hindsight. Perhaps. Although, usually smaller VTubers don't have, like, swords dedicated to them. I ended up making that server when I found people I can trust. Alcoholic barbarian. Sometimes people will be taking shit a little bit too seriously around the table, not gonna lie. Shard we need? Well, technically, it's the 7th to last, so 6th to last shard we need. No, 7th to last shard. Okay. This sword, despite being an ultra great sword, it actually does say designed for focuses on thrusting attacks. This sword is hard and sharp, but not unusually. Go ahead, Draco. I'm listening. My ass is numb, but I'm listening. Welcome to the Discord server. I'm so talented. That's my unfortunate. Damn, I don't miss school. I'm not gonna lie. Hated that shit. 6 more for our next level, but I think this should be more. If I take off all my clothes, what do I get? Hold on. 250. Don't quote that. Alright. That is also true. School is a place we put our human larvae to learn for a while. We're not very good at that. Not naked. Wearing a loincloth, rags, and a torn-up t-shirt. Not naked. Somewhat enjoyable. I don't know. It was a lot of ruined potential by just bad fucking people. Hmm? Hmm? So strange. So strange. That's not really out there. It's just, you know how it is. I've had players do so much. It's just, to me as a player, I could never imagine doing something like that. I try and play as like a genderless character whenever I fucking can. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just feels so much more able. The weirdest thing I've ever done in D&D. I get it. I get it. I do like to do relationships with some of my players. It makes NPCs feel a lot more alive, to be honest. It makes NPCs feel a lot more alive. Oh, fuck. Fuck! I have the mist. See that mist effect around me? Probably wonder what that does. That prevents me from using my Estus. AKA, it prevents me from healing. Oh. It's a very interesting story, though. I do like it. I do like it. It's a very real story. That's something that would very much real happen in a fantasy world. Right? I like it. Fuck you. You're gonna come down there. All over your face. Damn axe. You can avoid me. I'm trying to read chat at the same time, so this game not a good idea. There we go. Yeah. A lot of my... What the f... I did the backstab animation. I got behind him for a fucking millisecond. Fuck. At least I can one-shot the... Well, remotely. It's either a... I think... Yeah, I've never actually had anything like that happen. Not once. I've never actually had anything like that happen. I've had players... Okay, let me tell you. I've had players accuse me... This is so fucking weird. I've had players accuse me of putting too many raging lesbians in my campaigns. That's real. I've had a player accuse me of that. I've had a player say, "God damn it, there are so many goddamn raging lesbians." Keep in mind, he was playing a character at the time that was married, so this was not like a sex thing. It's just something he said he noticed. He was like, "God damn it, there are so many raging lesbians. I swear." I'm like, dude, what do you mean? He pointed to two NPCs that were just obviously straight, but just kind of weird. And he was like, "Ah!" And then he pointed to another NPC that was actually just a raven. And he was like, "See, there's so many of them." Keep in mind, his sister, his in-character sister, was one of the examples. When she wanted to become a fucking singer, it was funny. Yeah, like 2 years. Ah, I see. I have had... For campaigns that I have been able to complete, I have had... For campaigns I have completed, I have had one. You already know who that is. Well, okay, let me put it to you like this, alright? Let me give you the examples he used, alright? Let me give you the example he used, alright? I thought this bitch was still alive, I got scared for a second. The example he used was his sister. His sister, who is, she... Basically, in this campaign, they found, like, this mythical treasure. It's like a modern era, and it's a Naruto campaign, right? They found, like, a mythical treasure that gave them, like, incredible powers of Sasuke Uchiha. And they got a lot of popularity off of this. Well, their sister that helped them do it was, like, literally a NEET her entire life, and has never once been looked at anyone in any light positive in her own eyes, right? So as soon as she started to get all this popularity and, like, attention, she immediately was like, "I'm going to become a singer." And started training herself on how to be a singer and taking, like, private lessons on how to sing and dance. She wanted to become an idol. Like, her whole thing was, like, piracy, because she found a treasure, right? She found the blood-bound treasure, as it was called. So she became, like, a pirate singer. And, like, she never... Her name was Human. Her name was Human, and she never really... She never showed interest in any other romantic. But because of how she was... Being, she was a tech... She used a Tekro jutsu. She was, like, in the Naruto campaign, in my Naruto campaign, there's, like, a jutsu type called Tekro jutsu, which is very, very new, and it involves technology. There's, like, a weird trend, for some reason, like, only females usually have it. That's a whole, like, side quest to figure out why. But she has, like, techno jutsu, and she, like, used this to, like, help her career. And This guy was like, there are so many goddamn raging lesbians. I don't understand. Where do they keep coming from? Human? I'm like, Human is straight, first of all. And second of all, your second option was an actual demon. His second option was a character named Junko, who was the demon of the back door, right? The demon of the back door. She is a demon who stole a god's energy and became a demigod herself, and basically made an entire jutsu type called Backdoor Affinity. No, not that kind of backdoor. God damn it. I can't get off of it. It doesn't sound weird. It's not a sex thing. But, I swear it's not a sex thing. It's not a sex thing. She made something called Backdoor Affinity, right? And Backdoor Affinity is basically creating holes in different dimensions and going to them, or like teleportation across long distances. No, it stays. I can't just rename it because it sounds weird. I'd have to like rename it so many goddamn techniques. The demon of the back door. No, it sounds good. It sounds good. If you just take the sexual idea away from it, it sounds good. She does. She makes holes in dimensions. Silence! I know what I'm doing. I swear it's not sexual. I don't ship my own goddamn characters, I promise. Well, I actually do, but not in that way. But Junko is the demon of the back door. She makes like portals and holes in different dimensions. Kind of, yeah, I wanted it to sound odd. She's a very mythical character, right? She's a very mythical character in the campaign, so I wanted her to sound odd. She's a demon, of course. But yeah, so Junko is a demon, and demons in this world, in the Naruto world, are like very fluid. So Junko isn't so much a she as it is a whatever the hell she wants herself to be, right? She can change her body at will, through shapeshifting. So she, no. No. It's not like that. You're not doing it. I swear, you and Anthony, I swear, are making jokes on that constantly. It's not what you think it is. She's not the demon of the back door. Or like she's taking people from the back door. Like, goddamn. It's not. It's supposed to sound awkward because it is awkward. She's a very awkward character. She does, like, rip pieces of people's soul out to use as energy and then swallows it. But it's not that weird. Huh? She does not. 1,000 years. Yeah, it's not. Oh, it is pretty weird. But she ended up marrying another. They ended up dying. But she ended up marrying another summoned creature. And they ended up having a child, and it was a girl. Right? Not a child, but the summoned creature. Oh my god! These fucking hooded bitches follow me forever! So long as I'm opening a door, I can't be hurt! You fools, you fall into my trap! This is my secret technique! What is that? Oh, motherfucker! Get out of my fucking way. I need to find the elevator. That's not the right way. No! I open the door. She towers. Ugh. Either way. So, yeah, she ended up having a child with another summoned creature. And that was another one of the examples of a raging lesbian. Which, you know, okay, maybe it's not raging. Just because she's the demon of the back door does not mean she's raging. I wouldn't call her a lesbian. She's whatever gender she wants herself to be. She's a shapeshifter, so I don't know. And then his last example, well, she was an actual lesbian. It was the owner of a company by the name of Cyberjourney. Right? In the campaign, there was a cybernetics company that uses cybernetics to enhance jutsu. Her name is Luna. And no, she's actually raging. No, Junko does not fight using her fists. She's not an unarmed build in any regard. She's a magic casting. Thank you so much for the follow in this horrible hour. For the love of God, guys, just because her title is the Demon of the Back Door does not mean that it's weird. Oh, you've come at the wrong time, JK. I'm explaining a character in a D&D campaign. I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm explaining a character in a D&D campaign. And, wait a minute! Wait a minute. Hold on a second. We're just running through the area. Once again, just checking for anything before I continue on. Hold on, new person. New person, new ideals, new flaws. Give me 1 second. JK, you ever played D&D before? It's a really big thing on the channel. We love ourselves some D&D. I believe this bitch will intercept me at the top of these stairs. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Hold on, wait. It's just the demon. There's nothing weird about it. Hold on, wait, wait. Oh! Oh! Oh, we got affiliate! We just hit affiliate, boys! JK, you are the last person in our puzzle we've been putting together for a very long time. We just hit affiliate. When we're talking about the demon of the back door, yes. Damn. We did it, finally. We've done it. Congratulations to you as well. We finally did it. We finally hit affiliate. Alright, alright, alright. 20 minutes left in the stream here. I'm just gonna chillax. You know what? Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got a surprise. Hold on. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, damn it. No. Okay, never mind. Oh, we did it! I got affiliate. It's been a little bit over a year. A little bit over a year. But we've finally done it. I have made 1 cent. I have made a single cent. Truly incredible. Truly incredible. Oh. Okay. That's true. After the stream is over and after I get done with my D&D session, I'm going to be doing some research. We got it. We got it. Beautiful. 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 Yeah, it's not weird. See, let me explain Junko. Junko is a character from a D&D campaign who, well, out of context, you see, she's a demon that absorbed the power of a deity of the in-between. Oh, fair enough. D&D, a god of the in-between to then make a style called a backdoor affinity, which allows you to teleport and to randomly move around, right? So she gained the title Demon of the Back Door. Not for any strange reason. It's because she literally made back doors in different dimensions that people can use, right? One of my players had announced that he is tired of all the raging lesbians in my campaigns, and he used this woman as an example. Even though she's not. Now, Luna, however, his other example, no, she absolutely is. Absolutely. She's a little bit short, but she's out. There's no spells in this campaign, right? It's a very old campaign. I spent, I think, probably like over 100 hours actually making. It's a Naruto campaign. When I make campaigns, I take a very long time to create them. I dedicate hundreds of hours to it. I make it as realistic as possible, right? If it's a themed campaign, like I've done The Witcher before, I take a lot of time to make it as that genre-y as you possibly can, right? And I like to expand upon the lore a little bit, just so there's like some fresh stuff. There's a giant trying to swallow. Essentially, it's the dimensional door spell, but way cheaper. Because traveling dimensions in that campaign is very, very expensive and can only be done by high-level stuff. Oh, this is a mimic, by the way. Oh, Mr. Mimic! I didn't have any stamina to roll there. I don't think you can stagger a mimic. There we go. But yeah. There it is. Deep Braille Divine Tone. We made that. Those are the Dark Souls mimics. They are fucking scary. I have memorized pretty much every mimic location in the game. Hey, it's one of the Holy Knights. You motherfucker. Ah! Someone just hit me in the fucking leg. With a piece of wood. Take my full length. There's a second one. Did he just explode the ground where he hit? I think he did. I think that's the gimmick of his weapon. That the ground explodes where he swings his weapon. Motherfucker. I think you're doing healing. I can't keep my eyes on him. There's this squat little bastard. What? I got hit by his phantom range. Never used one. Well, at least we made progress. We have the Deep Braille Divine Tome now. Alright, let's ruin someone's life. Shall we? Good morrow.
Oh, champ, do you wish to hear a tale? Champion of Ash, this
Stone is
divine
forbidden.
peace are dark tales.
These
of
are
things
dark
that
tales of
lurk
things that
within
lurk deep
men.
within men.
Of course, only the little.
Yeah. That will allow us to learn it. Gnaw and deep protection.
You know, in my home of I will it terribly. Have a pleasant trip.
Is it the demon of the back door? Is that the clip? The demon of the back door. I mean, it's not that bad. There was an NPC in the same campaign called Ashender that everyone pronounced her name Assender. Not what you think it is. I'm not that. Let me... It's cool. Yeah. Take my full length. Yes. Yes, that is great. Like a nickname? That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of where I need to go next. I think that's pretty much it. This build will come together eventually. I fucking promise you. We just gotta get to the fucking Elithal dungeon. Tell you the truth, we don't gotta get there. We gotta get past these goddamn bitches dual wielding. Ah, motherfucker. He hit me once and I'm dead. I hope they're like Smurf names. God, that would be amazing. This one's ugly, scratchy, dumbass. Ugly, scratchy, and dumbass are actually what they called me. Oh, funnily enough. And I exploded into blood again. Great. These goddamn worms are eating through my veins. Ah, motherfucker. And yes, damn it. There we go. Hello, gents. But it glitched. The demon of the back door. If you think about it, well, if you think about it like she's not an actual demon. Maybe it sounds a little... God damn, it was too short. Maybe it sounds a little short. Now, I believe these hooded bitches actually follow me forever. Yes, they do. Fuck. Aha! You're blocked by another enemy. Ugh. Couldn't handle it. I was like, ugh! Grave Warden's Waistband. The demon. Back door. When I announced who she was, I actually announced it like that as well. Everyone thought it was fucking hilarious. I tried to keep it serious. The demon. Fuck you! These guys are deadly. They actually hurt a lot. They don't have a lot of health though. She has like great big boobies as well. It's like she's very feminine. God damn it. I can actually give you a picture of what it looks like. Hold on. I do actually have a picture of her description. Where is it? It's under screenshots. It's in the Discord server if you're wondering where I'm putting it. Oh, fuck, I think I deleted it. I think I did. Yeah, I deleted it. Oh no. Instead, I'll give you an image of I'll give you this. That's unfortunate. I had a perfect image of her as well. No, she is not. She is not a tomboy. She is a an otherworldly being who just likes to have fun. I don't know. Okay. So Junko has like a fucking character arc in her past. Junko basically, after she absorbed this power from this deity, she wanted to like, she's a demon, so she's like full of rage and violence, but she wanted to reinvent hatred. She wanted to hate the deity she stole this power from in a new way to bring her life meaning, basically. Essentially. She wanted to like hate someone in a new way, reinvent what hatred is as a concept. So she goes around to random locations screaming Sun Lin's name. Sun Lin is the person who she stole the power from. That image I sent in the Discord server is me to you guys. Now that I can make money from my channel. It's just me with a baseball bat pointing at you guys, represented by a dog girl. I can't actually kill this guy or I won't be able to get like good stuff. I gotta either die to him or run past him. I'm excited. Not just because I'm able to make some revenue now, but more importantly, I'm actually able to use like, what the fuck? I'm able to use channel points. Demon of the back. It's not bad. God damn. It's not weird. It's just her title. I'll get a picture of her for you guys. Hold on. I'll get a picture of her. Hold on. There's got to be a picture of her online. I gotta find that fucking art again. where? Here it is, here it is. Okay, I found it. Let me find a good image here. Right. This is what she looks like in campaign. It's not weird. It's not, man. She's just the demon of the back door. She's very feminine. Experienced in the back door. No, that's cursed. That is cursed. She's very experienced in the back door. God damn it. It's not that bad. You guys are overreacting. She does not look... What does it mean to look experienced in the back door? I have no idea what that means. She's actually looking for back doors. That is not true. That is not... She's looking for back doors. This face says I'm looking for back doors. Yep, I agree. The best part is she's actually like a really important figure in the campaign right now. Oh my god. He looks like a backdoor demon. She's a booty. She is. Oh, she is not a booty bend. Oh, she is not a booty bandit. That is no booty bandit, sir. I gotta catch my breath. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. It's not a booty bandit. Oh my god, my stomach hurts. Those are don't worry about that. That doesn't matter. Ignore those. I need to take a breath. God damn, this is supposed to be a serious dream. How does that face say I'm an aggressive ass monster? How? How does that say that? You guys are reading too much into it. You guys are reading too much into it. Oh my god. Booty bandage. These are our favorite. That is untrue. Fucking stomach hurts. I need to recover. Give me a second. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. My god. Let me find a picture of her. I think I actually do have a picture of her. Yeah, this is the. I'll get a picture of her wife. Hold on. I'll get a picture of her wife. I can't! I'm fucking done! I need to eject! Bail out! This conversation doesn't need to happen. I kinda wish it did. God damn. I need to wipe the tears from my eyes. Give me a moment. Okay, well. Right. So, now that we are officially past that, here's a picture. She's known this girl is known as an abandoned, or a form of beast-like creatures that take human form. They're from the same game. I use this game as concept art for these characters. Oh my god, what? Mouse that's causing pain. It's just her title. My god. Why are you both typing at the same time? Are doing the I know! I fucking know. That shirt is screaming for assistance. I know. A lot of the game's characters are like that. You should see the guy. Hold on, where is he? There's gotta be a picture of him. There's gotta be a picture of him. For some reason, like, one of the only men in the game is, like, hentai protagonist level ripped. Like, he's Kratos level ripped for no reason. Even though he's a fucking shopkeeper. No, she did not get taught by the demon. Oh my god, I can't fucking see my computer screen. I gotta calm down. I'm fucking crying. Gotta calm down. Okay, it's okay. Gotta stop thinking of this bullshit. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh god. Keep in mind, this man is a shopkeeper. This man is a shopkeeper. This is from the same game. This man is one of the only male characters in the game. He is a shopkeeper. He's like fucking massive, ripped, with like huge ass broad shoulders and a choker on. I find that hilarious. I find that so funny. He's literally got like the hentai protagonist build. Oh my god. And he's a fucking shopkeeper. Turns out he lifts in his free time though. The character design is real good though. Yeah. Not gonna lie, it is really, really good. Oh my god. Oh my god, my stomach hurts. Alright. There's enough. I need to calm down. I'll, send you a fucking link, hold on. I'll send you a link to the game. I'll send you a link to the game, Oreo. It's a really good RPG. I'll send a link to the game in the server. It is, I'll send it to you in private because it is an age-restricted game. Here you go. This is the game these characters go right there. And then here. Alright. Let me catch my breath. Whew. Oh yeah, funnily enough, Cookie. Funnily enough, that game that I recommended to you, it'll actually be the game we're doing next after we do Dark Souls 3. You'll get to see a little bit of it. Huh. Alright then, folks. This has been something. I switch back and forth. It's just natural. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.